back from them is we are doing it another way. We have 3 sites that we're going to drill. We have 3 things that we're going to explore, and that's going to be the letter. But that's fine with me.
Mr. Michael told me that the Sharp Farm is still on the table. It's purely, they are looking at Mr. Carpenter from an engineering perspective. They're saying, well, we'll try these other sites, but if they don't work out, we're coming back to the Sharp Farm. That's an engineering decision.
I never heard that statement made from anybody.
Mr. Michael told me that Thursday morning of last week, this last Thursday. It's a political decision about eminent domain. It's not an engineering decision. It's a decision of the will of the people. It's a public project. It's the people's sewer system. It's the sewer system of the people of Pocahontas County, and they have spoken in the last election unequivocally that they don't want this. And any politician who goes against the will of the people is not going to get reelected. From the national level to the county level. It is true, Mr. Carpenter. We've got to abide by what people want.
I have no doubt, and that's why I've been out working trying to solve the problem.
Well, then help me solve it today and say no.
I have my wording that I like, but, you know, I just think that because the way the board is established in code, that it best serves the long-term interests of the county commission in keeping an open dialogue rather than an adversarial role with our PSD. I just think that, you know, right now we've sent them so many letters and so many demands and that kind of thing that they only want to talk to us in writing. And I'm glad that they're at least letting Mr. Carpenter in with one of them, and that there's been this kind of progress. I'm glad that that's happening because I don't get contacted by them since the letter barrage started. I don't get the contact anymore. And so I just think that there are better ways to do things than demanding things that you can't put teeth behind or that's going to cost and take even longer. I think they're moving that direction. I think we should support them in moving that direction and let them know that we are pleased with that and that we want it to continue in that direction, that use of eminent domain is taken off the table.
But you're saying if it doesn't work out, that it's okay to take the Sharp Farm by not saying that. That's
I'm
what
not
you're
picking
saying.
a site for them. I just won't do
Yes, but
it.
that's what you're saying. You're saying it's okay if you don't pass this resolution.
All this does is remove it from your property. It doesn't remove it from anybody else's in the wording that Mr. Sapper had.
That's right.
That's all it does.
Do you realize how many hundreds of thousands of dollars the Sharps have spent? How many countless days and hours that they have spent? How many trips to Washington and to Charleston that they have made? How many lawsuits that they have participated in? How many countless conversations they've had with people in the community? And how much terror has been foisted on them over this? It's terror. Listen, you know, in our county, what we have is our land. This is our castle. This is what we live here for because we have a little bit of earth. And this is a very valuable thing. And these people have been threatened to have that their whole life taken away from them because Snowshoe and the Snowshoe sewer system has a problem. And I don't think it's fair. And the community has joined with me. They elected me for that. They didn't elect me for any other reason other than I stood up against eminent domain, and Mr. Collison refused to do anything except say, oh, I'll do what the engineers want.
Mr. Sapper,
and the public voted him out of office, and they voted me in office, and since I'm in office, I will every day say that what the public wants is what I am going to speak for. And I'm asking you, James, to join me.
So if I pass this resolution, you'll never mention Sharp Farm again in a public meeting?
Well, don't toy with me. I don't understand
Don't toy
that.
with me. That's tempting.
Let me ask a question here, Mr. Sapper. You make an eloquent statement on property rights and that everybody has property rights.